Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're continuing on with Stranding on the beach. We're going on to part 3. So Stranding 2. We're back in it, boys.
My name's Sam.
Uh-oh. Let's make sure we're going the right way. Okay.
Your ultradeck's twitching. There must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your ultradeck's movements as you proceed.
Must be recharged to resume operation. The BT deterrent function is now recharging. Operation suspended until charging is complete.
Oh crap. Dead end. Not good. Must be. Oh, come on.
Did you just drop some cargo, Sam?
Bitch. Son of a bitch. Alright, we're okay again. Think we're going the right way. Oh.
Are you injured, Sam?
Okay.
Just a bit further now.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery.
Alright, we made it. It was not the greatest. A little slop. I could probably put a repair tool on this bad boy. Hold on. Alright, mission complete. A little sloppy start. BTs are messing me up.
You're that bloke with drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery. Not too bad, it seems. Thanks for bringing it all this way. I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. Thanks, mate. Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
Okay. We got a lot left to go. Nice. New bola gun. Adds a motion scanning function to the Audra deck. Okay. Backpack attachments. Memory upgrade.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Order grade increase. Motion scanner.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the death stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination, those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realise it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network, and the appearance of the Plategate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability. Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally, who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. He can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case. I'll filed this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the chiral network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knox, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
A new sub-order is now available for you. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time. Try experimenting with your options.
Okay. Fabricate. Do one base build. We got one of each. Bowl again. Bola. Okay. Okay. Backpacky components, grenade pouch, spare ammo. It's like Resident Evil. With the briefcase, kind of send stuff.
Okay, we got some level ups. We only got what, 20? Okay. I think that's everything.
We're good to go.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
You can toss Dolman in the air to get kind of like aerial view. Okay. Alright. We're doing okay so far. Someone is still alive.
Did you just drop some cargo, Sam?
Okay, we got the base. Nice.
You a Porter? Those brigands, are they all gone? Wow, this is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. That was incredible. Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. You seem like a Porter we can rely on. Go on, use your Cupid to get us online. Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
Okay, online. Peter Gades. Alright. It's not bad. Can kind of tank the combat. Battle skeleton. Grenade pistol. MP grenade.
Now displaying your current Porter
Good.
grade.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plate gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorise that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilised all areas with our coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you. Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable. We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Dolman.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, so we dropped all the crap. Now let's get out of here. On the beach, me.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break?
Okay. Little private room action. And the vehicle's going in. Very nice. Remember, if I hear any songs or anything like that, I have to go mute on the game audio. So if a song does pop up randomly, I will have to mute. My bad.
Are you all right? You were talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
My word.
Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knott. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam. Hey, Sam, this is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Okay. It's like a big outpost
Commencing route creation.
that we gotta take over.
Delivery route finalized.
Grenade pistol for sure. Oh shit. I just erased everything. Got another 20. Can't really do anything with upgrading the memory. Okay, we're going for it.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Okay, we're doing okay.
Definitely not alone.
Now leaving chiral network.
Generator. Wouldn't want to be near that if it released its charge.
Let's try that new grenade pistol.
Oh, good job, Sam. You've disabled the target.
Oh my
All
god.
right, let's deliver the cargo.
Okay, that was an easy mission.
Commencing route creation.
I just went in and grenade launched that dude.
Delivery route final.
Alright.
So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery, chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for it.
Okay, hold on. Audio. Another song came on. You guys do not want to hear that. Trust me. Okay, we made it. Okay, I think the song's over. That was the quickest DMCA ever.
Hold on. You're with DrAiN, am I right? Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Though you look okay. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's take a look at this cargo of yours. Nothing seems to be out of place here. We're all good.
He got it in the A-hole.
I'll definitely have more work for you if you want it.
Okay.
I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
We're online. Shotgun. There we go. I'll probably just stick with shoddy rest of the game.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
We're gonna brute force it.
This is really something. I'm part of the chiral network, which means everyone can finally listen to my songs. Then with the music player, you'll be able to set the mood for your adventures. And just like that, the world's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS. Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot may be related to these events, so we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Okay, I'll bring the shoddy. Why not? I gotta turn on that exoskeleton, which I never did. Did I not bring it with me? Exoskeleton? I don't think I got it. I didn't buy them. Okay. We're looking good.
I'll be looking forward to your next visit.
Stealing someone else's bike.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Alright.
Sam, look. There are wild animals nearby. Such creatures are rare and precious. Friends to be protected.
Okay, we're almost there.
Nearly at our destination. You see anything suspicious?
Security measures lifted. Weapons
Sam, that vehicle appears to be locked up tight. You won't be able to take it for a drive.
Alright, you can't GTA it.
Oh my god. Is that Higgsy's?
Yes, it is.
Hell no. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Been a long time, Sam.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? Shame. Goddamn shame. Now what, are you just lugging that coffin or pod? Going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What are you saying?
Huh? Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. So you go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this condo. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. No, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network? Or me? With my more rough and tumble methods? I can't wait to find out. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight.
Metal Gear.
Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt. Are you injured, Sam?
This is not going good. Oh. Wow.
Nice one! That one seems to have done some damage. Well done, Sam. That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark.
Yeah. Got him. Shotty's pretty good.
That was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the Chiral network.
Shotty's pretty good. Very nice. Very nice.
Your name is Sam, isn't it? We owe you one. What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation. Wow. I honestly had no idea you were that skilled. I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
Floating carrier. Okay. Update memory. Good. Very good.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the Chiral Network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new plate gate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the Chiral-verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done.
It's Magellan time. Here we go.
Was it really Higgs? He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
No. You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the Chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Long load here. Okay.
Really, Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare.
Can't feel my legs.
Ugh.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope. Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the Corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
But what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie.
Okay.
Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information.
Charlie looks like Professor X.
That said, you
It's
won't
Charles.
proceed until the situation at West Fort Knot has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knot. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority. All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knot. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard. and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
Floating carriers can be loaded with...
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Okay. And we're off. Look at that.
A new feature has been made available.
Music player. System save. Let's get another fat save in there.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
noticed that sign, Sam? I think someone might need help. I don't know, perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time. And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own. Almost there.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials there.
Security measures lifted.
No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Not enough resources, huh? But what exactly are you lacking? Ah, the terminal should have more information.
I think that should do it. And we're online. Monorail time.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff.
Use monorail. Special alloys 480. Am I supposed to just go? I have no idea. Okay, recycling. What did we need? A bunch of special alloy? 480? Okay, so we monorail back. I'm guessing. Hopefully I know what the hell I'm doing here.
destination.
Feels good.
Okay, so it seems like we're gonna need to get 2,000 crystals, mine them, and I don't remember if I seen 2,000 crystals over here, so we're gonna have to go back again. I was just trying to figure stuff out there. Now, if they don't have the 2,000 crystals here, we're in a world for hurt of finding them. You can't speed this up. So hopefully there's the crystals here. And I just forgot. Okay. Let's see if we can get on the right track here. That's 2,000, right? So that means we should be good to get out of here now. And we have enough resources to mine. Just making sure we're good. Okay. Hold on. Did I actually grab those crystals? Where can I find them? Okay, 2,000 I got on me. Okay. So let's go back, start the mine, and get the hell out of this horrible mission. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, we had to take a, like, it was kind of confusing at first, but you had to take a bunch of resources, turn that online, take the monorail back, grab more resources here, then take the monorail back again. Yeah, it was a long one. Alright. Now we should be able to turn this mine online. See what happens here. There it is, mine.
Please submit materials.
All my crystals are gone.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
Okay. We loaded up 4,800 kilos of cocaine for baby Lou. Well, it's better than walking, but I still wish there was a little speed up the monorail.
Cargo transported by the monorail has been placed in your private locker. The cargo can...
Yes. All of it.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
That's a fat S rank. Ooh. Pickup off-roader unlocked. We got a new vehicle, boys.
We've made some great strides in our research.
Battery unit.
If it's all right, we'd like you to have this. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
Okay.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed. Well done.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there, by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Okay, we're gonna take this mission on here.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of DrAiN is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
So I made kind of like a gunner class.
Thank you.
And
Came in handy.
we're gonna drop all this stuff off at Rainbow Road.
Safety first. That's the spirit.
They're very close now.
Or go the long way, I guess. Maybe not.
Enough already. Just a bit further now.
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures.
Alright. Rainbow Road done. Wasn't too bad. We dodged all the ETs, thank God. We didn't need to get into a big fight. Had to go the long way around, but we did it.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam? Then does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here. in tip-top shape. You are a consummate professional.
Okay, complete episode 3 drawbridge. Alright.
We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future. The next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
Okay. Connect this son of a bitch. Bring him online, boys. Lou's looking real scared though. Lou doesn't like it. We got a turret cannon, close range weapon. Okay.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Weather analysis. Okay.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs. Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route 5.
Very impressive work, Spirit.
I had to mute it just because copyright. There's you know, they play songs during the game, and I don't know what the hell this is about, but I'll let you know when the song's over, but I don't need to get DMCA'd. What the heck are we watching? We're talking Mary Poppins over here. Okay. Birdo. Okay. The song is still going. I think it might be fading out. Uh-oh. New character. Okay.
Haven't ever seen her dance.
The song's
like that
over.
before.
Wait a minute. Maybe not. It is not over. It was a fake out.
That facility.
Okay, now we're good. God, Kojima, he does not care about YouTuber or Twitch streamers. He says DMC your asshole in. Alright. Going down. Nice. Whoa, look at this plant life. Vegetation. Waiting for a Resident Evil zombie to jump out. There she is. Pregnant. She has a BB.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
Okay. Rainy.
You're the picture of health, Rainy.
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall?
Rainy, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan. Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Chirograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainy. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Okay, let's go. Main order is not too far, actually.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted in...
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment.
Escaped kangaroo.
Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is
What the hell?
extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway. Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your DrAiN to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container.
Carry a kangaroo.
However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Okay. Okay. Okay, it looks like we're kind of good. I don't know. Could get rid of the anchor. I think we're all set for the journey.
What in the world?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for
Kangaroo Jack.
All right, time to make our getaway. Marked as a dangerous location on your map. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Let's keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
Oh my god.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
This kangaroo must stay alive. Alright. $200 away. Can we do it?
Still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
Good morning to you. DrAiNxx credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside.
Alright, Kangaroo Jack. Let's go.
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at DrAiNxx. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Okay, so we got a little hollow grenade. Might be useful down the road. Rainy.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the time pull came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the time pull. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother. Hi there. You're safe. But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
Oh God! I'm sorry. No!
We need to leave right now.
Please!
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainey, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
A dirty dog.
Thank you. That was
Okay.
quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now.
That's the...
Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I can't believe you found this. We'd all but given up hope. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers. Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Order completed. Well done. Please give it your all. I will always support you. Take care, Sam.
Okay, off to the next mission.
When she's outside, Rainey's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5 meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, The fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Okay, we're heading out. Oh, this is going to be a big package mission.
That seemed like a child.
Feels good.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Alright. Yeah, it's just a lot of the menu stuff is, you know, it's hard to tell what you're doing, but that's our little fast travel, so we didn't have to go all the way across the damn map.
Sam, it's Charlie. I'm pleased
So that saved us some time, and that's like fast travel. We'll use that a bunch.
We utilize information provided by Rainey, as well as local historical data, to make predictions. Take them into consideration when plotting your routes.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Okay, I might have to make that. You might have to drag this puppy.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Shit. I hit the wrong button and all the loot's just... Fuck. You better hope all my loot's there. I did not want to rest. Son of a bitch. You better hope all the loot in the vehicle has all the loot on it, or this mission could be fucked.
Departing facility.
Okay, it's still there, thank God. I had to do that the damn hard way. Okay, we got hell of a journey. Hell of a journey.
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad that the DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
Okay. Yeah, you can't fast travel all that loot over. You have to go as is. Okay. Fuck. Dude, fuck off! Move like a goddamn slug. Let's try a decoy grenade. Let's see how bad the decoy grenade is. Threw decoys out. Think we're okay. Think we're okay. Go up here, cut through here, cut across. This is a long journey. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough power to bang this one out.